So today I am in Cape Coral, Southwest Cape Coral to be specific, just north of Cape Coral Parkway. And I'm going to be talking about a single family home with no pool. That's right. Typically, a lot of the homes here in Florida in general, especially here in Cape Coral, have a pool. This one does not. So not everybody wants one. So here we are. Stay tuned. All right. So the idea of having a pool obviously sounds great, but there's maintenance involved with that. And if you're not going to be using it, there's no point of really having it. On today's video, I'm actually going to be showing you guys a single family house. It's a 3-bedroom with a den, 2 full bathrooms. It's got a 2-car garage and just shy of 2,200 square feet. And we got a price at $379,900. So let me give you a full tour of this property and tell you what it's all about. So the property in question today is this beautiful home right here. Got a nice long driveway. The roof was just replaced in 2018. And yes, we got an open house today, so might as well record this video for you guys. But first, before we get inside, let me give you a quick tour of this neighborhood. So towards the very end down there is Cape Coral Parkway, and this is west of Agualinda. So it's a very, very desirable, very established location. All the homes across the street over here are golf access. And of course, you got palms everywhere. The house is fully fenced in. All right, so let's go inside and give you the full tour. So this is considered a flood zone, unfortunately. Parts of Cape Coral, most parts of Florida in general are in a flood zone. So this isn't a flood zone, and the flood insurance is going to be a requirement if you're going to be financing the home. However, the homeowner does carry flood insurance, and that's transferable. I believe they pay about $2,200 a year. And there's been a lot of speculation out there about insurance and how costly it is down here in Florida. Well, let me tell you something. Before you jump to conclusions on those, it's always good to have a conversation with somebody down here that deals with this stuff full time. And essentially, that's what I'm doing here. You can see the flood insurance on this particular property is about $2,200 a year. The home insurance or something like this is probably going to be closer to maybe $3,000 a year, depending on the person, because the home insurance is unique to the individual versus the flood insurance is unique to the property. So that can be transferred. So don't let that discourage you. All right. So what I like about this home, it's a 3-bedroom with a den. It's got 2 full bathrooms, 2-car garage, just shy of 2,200 square feet. But when you first walk in, of course, you got that mirror right there. That comes with the house. But when you first walk in, you got this carpeted area, and you got the tile. And then there's a den. You got these 2 doors that close up. So technically, this can be your living room. Or if you wanted to, you can use this as a dining room, a bigger size dining room, depending on how much you entertain. It's got the vaulted ceilings. And then to the right over here is your primary bedroom. It's definitely a good sized room. You'll have no issues getting a king size bed in here. And this flooring is like a vinyl material. I'm sure they probably, when the house was built, they had carpeting in here. That's what was in back then. And over the years, people replaced it with either tile or this vinyl material, which is easier to clean. It's also cooler. And they put in this barn door. It leads out to the full bath here. Of course, you got tiling here. You got 2 walk-in closets on each side. This home was built in 1997. You got dual sinks. Lots of mirrors. And then you got this walk-in shower. It's a good sized shower, actually. You got some extra storage over here. And then your private toilet right there. It's like a 90-degree window, mirror. Got a fan in here. All right, so you got your living room slash potential dining room, depending how you want to use it. Here's your den slash potential home office. This is what they used it for. It was a home office. They actually had a little desk that was on the corner right there. But it's also got this vinyl material on the flooring. And these windows that go from the most very bottom to the top. And those that are wondering, because I had mentioned flood insurance earlier, has there ever been any flooding inside this house? The answer is no. As of October 1st of this year, the homeowner is actually required to disclose that. And so that's a legitimate question to ask if you're worried about it. So this has never had any flooding in here. Okay, so now we're going to go into the kitchen. And we have a team member here today with me. Her name is Yami Sanchez. And Yami is a co-listing agent on this beautiful home. And Yami, what is it about this house that you like the most?
Well, Dean, I really love the area, the neighborhood. It's very nice.
Okay, I couldn't agree more. This is part of Southwest Cape Coral. We do a lot of business in this area. People seem to really like this area a lot, but we have very beautiful areas throughout Cape Coral. The Southeast is also very desirable. There's certain parts in Southeast that people really like. However, the Southeast has a lot of older homes. That's when homes started getting built in the 60s. The Southwest, especially this area, you're not going to find homes really built prior to 1990. And if you do, they're very rare. All right, so this is the lanai area, and you got a sliding door over to the master bedroom. And it's fully enclosed, and you can see it's a good size overlooking your backyard. But before we get back there, let me show you the rest of the house, and I'll give you a full tour of the backyard. So this is your family room, and look at the size of this room. It's also got the vaulted ceilings, a bunch of built-in cabinets over there for extra storage, lots of natural light. And then you got another sliding door right here. The fish tank is not included. They're going to be picking that up. All right, so you saw where the master was as soon as you walked in. And then this way you have a full-size bath with a tub. And again, this house is listed at $379,900, and these are your two bedrooms on the side of the bathroom, so conveniently located. Good sized room. And I will tell you something, I was very surprised by the size of these closets. They're not built in, they're more like walk-in closets. They're pretty good size. And all right, and then the other side is over here. So I just want to point out some things. So, it's priced to sell. So you're going to see some things, some cosmetic things that need attention, but nothing major. The house has been otherwise well kept. Most people end up painting anyways. So that's the easiest you can do with a house is paint. And look at the size of this closet. It's even bigger. So again, no basements in Florida. So it's really nice when you have that extra storage and extra large closets, and this house has that. All right, so there's some extra storage here as well. There's a little pantry right there. Now let me take you to the garage. All right, this is always the exciting part. Everybody wants to see the garage. Of course, that's not true, but I'm going to show you the garage because this is where the washer and dryer are. And then you have that extra storage space. There's your air handler. And from the date on the air handler, it looks like it was installed in 23. I know the AC is older. Then the water heater is also fairly new. But it's a good sized 2-car garage. There are your shutters. So the other thing to keep in mind if you're buying a house down here is, depending on the age of the house, you might not have any type of storm protection. But the year this house was built, they required it. So you do have the shutters. So if there's a hurricane coming or anything like that, you just put those up on the windows and on the doors. So this house does not have impact windows and doors. If you ended up upgrading that, that would just make it a little bit more convenient for you to prepare for those hurricanes. All right, so let's head outside, take a look at this backyard. Again, fully fenced in. We're here on a Sunday, and it's just super quiet neighborhood. All right, so we have the side of the yard over here. I mean, the backyard is big enough if you wanted to add in a pool, you have the option. But again, if you wanted that, you probably wouldn't be looking at this house. Nice looking roof right there, palms in the back. This is the window to the family room. And then you got an extra storage right there. And then your AC unit is to the side. Let me show you the AC unit. It is a little bit older, but they service it regularly, so it's working fine. And then you got a side door to the garage. So if this is your first time on my channel, I encourage you to subscribe below to stay up to date on all the real estate in Cape Coral and the surrounding areas. Whenever you're ready, whether it's 10 or 100 days from now, my team and I would love the opportunity to assist you with your real estate needs, with your transition down here to Cape Coral, and to make it as smooth as possible for you. If you have any questions about anything real estate related here in Cape Coral or the surrounding areas, feel free to give me a call. And as always, thank you for watching. I hope these videos are helpful. And if you have any questions, reach out. Thank you and have a great day.